channel. Today I will be talking about K-dramas. If you've just started watching K-dramas or you already watch K-dramas, this is a perfect video for you. Today I'll be telling you my top 10 must-watch K-dramas for anyone who's bored and is looking for more K-dramas. As the title says, I will tell 10 K-dramas from 10 to 1 and then there'll be a bonus in the end as well. I hope you guys enjoy and find some very good dramas for you to watch. So number 10 is Abyss, starring An Sop as Chamin and Park Bo Young as Seon. The story is about a stone, which is called Abyss. After meeting and ultimately demise in separate incidents, Chamin and Ko Seon discover they've come back to life in new bodies they don't recognize. The thing that makes this K-drama fun is that it's not only rom-com, it also has crime in the story as well, which is related to both the main leads. K-drama number 9 is My Strange Hero, starring Yoo Seung-ho as Kang Bok-soo and Jo Bo-wa as Son Soo-jung. The story is about Kang Bok-soo, who, when was a high school student, was falsely accused of committing acts of violence and ended up being expelled from school. Those who bought the accusations against him were his first love, Son Soo-jung, and his fellow student, Oh Se-ho. Kang Bok-soo has now become an adult, but in his life, nothing seems to go right for him. To get revenge on Son Soo-jung and Oh Se-ho, he decides to return to the same high school. There, Kang Bok-soo gets involved in a series of unexpected cases. On number 8, Do You Like Brahms? This K-drama stars Kim Min-jae as Park Jun-young and Park Eun-bin as Choi Sung-ma. The only reason I watched the K-drama was because of Kim Min-jae. The drama is slow, but it is fun. If you like slow dramas, it's actually very good for you to watch. Here's the story. Do You Like Brahms follows students majoring in music at a prestigious university and those around them. Park Jun-young, Kim Min-jae, is an elite pianist, and Choi Sung-ma is a fourth-year university student and studies to become a violinist, however that's pronounced. While struggling to find her footing after starting later than her peers, a violin student falls for a successful pianist with a lonely soul. On number 7 is Encounter. It stars Park Bo-gum as Kim Jin-hyuk and Song Hye-kyo, her name is hard, as Cha Soo-hyun. This drama as well is a little slow, but Park Bo-gum's cuteness keeps you watching the drama. After graduating from college, she entered into a loveless marriage with the son of a wealthy conglomerate. A marriage only beneficial to her politician father. After having a child, I don't remember her having child. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. After having a child, she was driven to divorce. Her life was changed when she meets simple and kind Kim Jin-hyuk. Kim Jin-hyuk is ordinary and innocent. He is very innocent. A young man who enjoys life and finds happiness in the smaller things. He works various part-time jobs to earn a living but is looking for a regular job. One day, he decides to take a trip abroad where he meets Cha Soo-hyun. Cha Soo-hyun, when she was divorced, she actually gets a hotel in her alimony, and there is where what's his name again? Kim Jin-hyuk. Kim Jin-hyuk gets a job. He wanted a job in a hotel as something. I don't know what he gets the job as. It's been a long time since I've watched it. On number 6 is Extraordinary You, starring Roowon of SF9 and Kim Hye-yeon as Andano. The female lead is what... The whole drama is fun because of the female lead, honestly. And she is so short and the height difference is just so big. Set in a comic book, a teen seeks to change the fate that's been set for her after gaining awareness that she's just a side character in a made-up world. This is a comic book, and characters in it, they don't really know that they're in a comic book. And the characters of the book, they don't know that they're in a made-up world, they're in a comic book that's been written by a writer up there. But at some point, some characters, they get, am I supposed to say this? They get their egos, that's what it's called in the drama, and they're aware of the things that are happening. Sometimes, like, you know, when they're in a when they're in a scene which is not getting written and she says something, the other person, they don't remember that she said the same thing because they don't have their egos, but she has it, so she remembers everything. It's complicated. You watch it, you can get it after you watch it. It's very fun. The female lead just keeps cursing at the writer for making her an she cannot control, she doesn't have any control over her life. It's all a writer writing whatever's gonna happen in her life, which makes her want to change her fate, which makes her do things she wants to do. So she goes against the writer. She's like, okay, this is gonna happen to me, I'm not gonna let this happen to me, because there's an actual book with empty pages and filled up pages. The filled up pages are the ones that has already happened, and the blank pages are what the writer is still writing. So they have that comic book in their comic book world. In the world that they're living in, that's written by the writer. They have the book and they can read it. Number 5, we have Mystic Pop-Up Bar, starring Hwang Jung-um as Wolju, Yuksun Jae of B2B as Hankang Bae, and Won Young Choi as Chief Gui. I'm sorry. The story is about a young man with unique ability. He starts working for a centuries-old bar owner who resolves her customers' emotion troubles by entering their dreams. Hankang Bae has abilities. This is in first episode, so it's not really a spoiler. But he has abilities that if he touches a person, they'll start telling all of their worries, their happiness, whatever it is. If they're worried, they'll tell him that about what they're worried, about what is going on, everything. They'll just keep on ranting to him. They will be like, oh, this is happening in my life, oh, this is going on. They'll just keep on speaking, so he cannot touch anyone. And that's the reason everyone is like, why do you not like touch anyone? And there in the bar, Wolju wants people to tell what their worries or whatever it is to them. That's the reason he starts working there. So he just enters a bar one day. He's like, okay, I'm gonna just, drink and go home. And he goes there and he's like, what's going on? Where's the owner? Where's everyone? And he touches this person who's sleeping there and he enters their dream. I love this drama. This drama is not really it's not at all romantic. There might be little romance, I don't know, very little romance, but mostly it's about this.
사랑합니다, 주인님. 무엇을 도와드릴까요?
오늘의 날씨
네, 주인님. 오늘 기상청 예보에 따르면
친구 모드,
오늘 20도, 날씨 겁나 좋아.
운영 모드,
오늘 낮 기온은
친구 모드,
오늘 비 오니까 우산 꼭 챙겨.
운영 모드, 친구, 운영, 친구, 운영, 친구, 운영, 친구.
이것들이 진짜 이씨. 그냥
Number 3, When the Camellia Blooms, starring Kang Han as Hwang Young-shik and Gong Hyo-jin as Oh Dong-baek. Her name actually means camellia in Korean. I realized that after such a long time, and then I watched the drama again after I realized that her name meant the flower, the camellia. This is one of my favorite dramas. You can see it's on number 3. It's one of my favorite dramas. I love it. This is one of the dramas that I think have one of the best storylines. Synopsis goes, Dong-baek is a single mother. When potential love enters her life, she finds ways to defy the social stigmas around her. This drama also has a small crime thing going on in the background. Since the female lead is a single mother, of course there are people who are like, oh my god, she's a single mother, where's the father of the son, where's the father, what happened? And then when the male lead enters her life, and the male lead, it's love at first sight, which is, which makes the drama even more, like, at first he fell for the way she looked, for the way, the things happened when he fell for her. You'll see it when you watch it. It's in the first episode itself. So that's the reason he fell for her, and then later on he keeps seeing new sides to her, which he's looked. The way he loves her in the drama is just, he goes like, he squeals at literally everything she does. Like, he goes like, oh my god, you're so cute, oh my god, this. Which makes it very, like, you want to watch it more because the male lead is so cute. The crime at the background going on is kind of the reason how they got close. Well, number 2, Crash Landing on You, starring Hyun Bin as Lee Jung Hyuk and Son Ye Jin as Yoon Se Ri. I loved the drama throughout. I kind of watched the drama very late. Like, when it came out, I already had started watching Kdramas when it came out. I don't know why I didn't watch it until now. I watched it recently, like this year itself, maybe March. But this, like how Kdramas end with only having the main leads happy, right? Like, they show main leads are happy in the end, done. This drama showed everything. Like, every person had a ending. Like, in the end, when everything was over, all of the things were sorted, they showed each character, like the characters that were in North Korea and the characters that were in South Korea as well. Like, everyone's happy ending, like how everyone ended up after everything that happened to them. So you should definitely watch it if you are looking for dramas that have a very good plot line, that is a very good storyline, and a very good ending as well. The synopsis go like, a paragliding mishap drops a South Korean heiress in North Korea and in the life of an army officer who decides he will help her hide and get her safely back to South Korea. It's very fun how she came to North Korea. I was like, how can she end up in North Korea? Different two countries with border between them without anyone else knowing. Like, the Lee Jung Hyuk is the one who found her. So he of course knew, and then for the story to go on, he saved her and he hid her so that no one, because she illegally came to North Korea. So if anyone finds out that she's in North Korea, they're not gonna help her, because even if they explain that, oh, this happened, there was a paragliding mishap, she was paragliding and she landed in North Korea, no one's gonna help her because the relations between North and South Korea are not very good. So everyone will be like, she's a South Korean, what if she's here to like, you know, to attack us or for any bad intentions, which she didn't have. Of course, she was just testing out her product that she was going to launch for her company, and this happened. But no one's gonna believe her, right? That's what the guy said when he saved her. He's like, okay, fine, I'll save you and stuff. And it's very fun how she gets by in North Korea, because the thing is, she is in North Korea, but she's not really in the city place, like, you know, this countryside, this city. She landed right near the border. So the guy, who's an army officer, of course, he lives near the border, where it is very hard for, like, you know, it's hard to get anything there. He's an army officer. He doesn't use good products, like, you know, for skincare or for any kind of thing. And he bought her, like, you know, South Korean products. In North Korea, especially there, people were like, you don't use South Korean products, do you? He got creams for her, he got shampoo, conditioner, everything for her, because he didn't have shampoo or conditioner either. He just bathed from soap, and he got things for her. And she was, in the starting, she was also very scared, which made it very, like, you know, for him to like get these products for her, not knowing what kind she wants, and her just struggling to live there. Number 1, strong woman Da Wong-sun, starring Park Hyung-sik as An Min-hyuk and Park Bo-young as Da Wong-sun. Born with supernatural strength, fights evil and procures justice while getting tangled in a love triangle with a chaebol heir. This basically means, like, you know, he's rich. Okay, he is rich. Like, his father's already rich. Okay, he has a company which is very big, but he left his house and he opened a gaming company, which also became very famous. Anyways, I'll continue with the synopsis first. With a chaebol heir, An Min-hyuk and her crush In Guk-do. In the story, again another drama which has a crime thing going on. An Min-hyuk hires Da Wong-sun as her bodyguard, as his bodyguard, because, well, he sees her supernatural strength and he's like, okay, fine, I'm gonna hire her. There are many funny scenes as well, which are my favorite. It's just so nice, you know. It's like, it's not your typical K-drama where the male lead will come and save the female lead from whatever's happening to her. No, it's the female lead that will save the male lead from whatever's happening. He literally hired her for her to be his bodyguard and protect him. He was having these phone calls and, you know, threat calls. He was getting threatened that he'll be killed if he doesn't decline for his father's company. So that's the reason he hired her as his bodyguard. She was already unemployed. She was looking for work. All she did was, you know, go around and save anyone she sees. You've not watched this? Watch it right now. Watch it when you have time. The bonus drama, I Remember You. It's also called Hello Monster. Starring So In-guk as Lee-hyun and Jung-nara as Cha-jian. I watched this drama for Park Bo-gum, a romantic thriller about a mystery-solving duo who bicker and fight but end up developing feelings for each other. A complicated love story between a criminal profiler who uses his sharp eye to analyze crime scenes and an investigator female cop who stalks him. The two solve crime cases together while hiding each one's true heart, going through the lovely relationship and healing in the process. And it makes you keep watching, like, you know, it makes you like, okay, next episode what's gonna happen, next episode what's gonna happen, like that. I watched it last year during lockdown, I think. So I binge watched it basically. That's all for today's video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to get notified every Thursday for something new and something fun. Comment down below if you've already watched all the K-dramas that I mentioned and you're in need of a part 2. And if I missed any of your favorite K-drama, you can comment them down below as well so that others who have not seen it can see it. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Bye!